What's going on, everyone? Back again, and I am looking at a AI stock today. So, before I get into this, I'm looking for a stock to add to my portfolio that's a dividend paying stock, that's a good growth, and has good financial backing or good financial stability, is a better way. Now, the one stock I'm going to tell you is a dividend paying stock. Yes, it's going to my dividend portfolio. And what is dividend? Dividend is just they give you a portion of the earnings, and they're a good price to buy if you want to get paid a passive income. So let's get into this. So we are looking at Meta. What is Meta? Pretty much it's Facebook, and it gives you virtuality. And I think AI, virtuality, and anything else like that, it's going to be a big thing in the future just because it is better than having a regular monitor. If you haven't ever tried AI or even virtuality, you're going to be in for a surprise. We use it in the medical field for training purposes, and it's like having a flat screen TV on your face. So about their investors, they're a very big technology company that deals in AI. Now, he is the owner of Facebook, Messenger, and Meta, and you should know the owner is Mark Zuckerberg. So let's get into the stock. Done. So the stock is a dividend paying stock at 0.33%. If I look at the stock year to date, it gives me a 3.27%, which, that's not the best, but it's still pretty good growth. A year, it gained 71%, which is really good growth. 3 years, 82.23%. And then 5 years, it's at 121%. That is really growth, but just because the chart is telling you that the company's doing well and has good growth doesn't indicate what's going to be doing in the future. So let's look into the finance. So the finance shows, let's look at this as first. Is the company growing year over year? Yes. In 2016, 27 billion to 2022, it's 116 billion, and now at 2023 at 134 billion. Now, this is all great, but what is their margin of profit? Well, their margin of profit is 80%. Really good gross margin. With a net profit of 29.41%. This is a phenomenal profit margins. So, based off this, I would say this is a good growth stock because based off the charts of saying, hey, we are doing really well year over year, 5 years, and based off the finance, I can pretty much say this is a good growth stock. Now, before we get into that, let's look at the company. Well, it's a technology company that helps shares and find community growth in business. So they're in virtuality, MR headset, wearable, and they are a software and IT service company. Now, like I said, Mark Zuckerberg is the owner or the CEO, and he does sell his stocks, which is not uncommon for a CEO. Man, you see, he makes on Christmas he took 21 million, and on day after Christmas he sold a 1.39 million worth of share. But that's not uncommon. Mark Zuckerberg gets $1, and he sells his stocks every year. So that's not something to worry about. Now let's look at AI. What does AI say about it? The valuation is 3 out of 6, which that makes sense. Earning 6 out of 6, I agree. Growth opportunity 6 out of 6, I agree with that. Performance 5 out of 6, I agree with that. And health is 4 out of 6. So it has a good about 5% or 5 out of 6 stars for a stock, which I say is a good stock to purchase. Now, let's see what the analysts say about this stock. Now, just because the analysts say to a strong buy doesn't mean you have to agree with them. It's based off what you see. They hit all their price earnings, which is great, and they are a strong buy, which I agree with them. Meta sells 1.3 million, record-breaking year. Yeah, most CEOs only get $1 and they sell their stocks, which makes sense. Now, let's see. There's really not any bad news. Just Mark Zuckerberg doing whatever he does. But the company is innovating and they are on the stronger side. Now, what is my personal opinion about Meta? Well, I think Meta, since it's one of the forefront for AI, it's going to be profiting for the next 5 or 10 years. Now, insider trading, just because Mark Zuckerberg is selling doesn't mean it's a bad thing. Settlement, now, everyone's still calling it bullish. So, it is based on all this. I really think this is a good stock to buy. Now, should you buy this stock for long term? I believe yes, you should buy this stock for long term. Why? Well, based off the finance alone, they're in a great profit margin. They're always staying above the 20 percentile of net profit. So they're in the green every year, and they have an 80% gross profit margin, which gives you a lot of wiggle room to move around if they have a bad situation. And the 3-year, it grew 82%. So if I hold on to this stock for 5 years, I can guess anywhere from 82 to 121% growth. Now, that's just my opinion on it. But that's still a good growth. Now, does it mean that it's going to keep growing like this? No. But it is a dividend paying stock, and I will probably be adding this to my portfolio. So, should a short time investor invest in this? I also think that is a yes. Just know you're not going to get the best dividend yield. It only pays 0.33%. So this is more for the growth than the dividend. Remember, my criteria has to pay dividend. I didn't say it has to have a large dividend payout because I'm also trying to capitalize on the growth. So I'm looking for good growth dividend paying stock. So this meets my criteria as a good growth dividend paying stock. Now I can go in depth and look at what the future is going to hold for them. Is AI going to be somewhere? But let's keep it simple. Is AI going to go anywhere in the next 5 years? No. More and more people are going to use AI, and we all know Meta is one of the forefronts for it. 2, are they hurting for cash or having issues financially? No. Mark Zuckerberg is one of the richest people in the world, and he has a pretty good company. Even if you like him or not, he's still a solid company in the AI industry. Now, me trying out the metaverse and everything like that, I believe since more and more people are staying inside, they're using the meta world to visit each other, talk to each other, and interact with each other just because role-playing games is very popular now. I see a big uptick of people playing role-playing games online from anywhere from the boomers age all the way to Gen Alpha. More and more people are playing video games. And since they also create video games, guess what? They're going to end up being one of the forefronts. So due to all the information and me thinking what's going to be the future of this company, I really think they're going to be making it gonna have a really good growth. I do wish their dividend yield was higher, but I don't have a criteria for how much dividend. I will just set it to a set amount because I don't put more than 10% of my stock portfolio in one stock. I'll probably put 5% in this stock just to capitalize on the growth. And thanks for watching. That's all I got for you. I believe this is a good stock to buy and you should add it to your portfolio. Now,